My name is Jackie O'Rourke. I am a senior at Sacred Heart, and I studied abroad with Shu and Dingle during the spring semester of my sophomore year. So almost like a year and a half ago.
Super cool. In like a different world.
I
Oh,
know, and I'm so lucky I did it when I did it. I feel very lucky and relieved I did it. Perfect timing.
and Jackie was also my roommate, which
Yes, fun tidbit.
was the best. We lived in like a little closet of a room, but it was fun. What made you choose to go to Dingle over any other place?
Um, I had two main reasons. The first reason is I'm of Irish heritage and I had never been over to Ireland before. I had always wanted to go, but I never did before the semester there. And then also, I liked how with Shu and Dingle, I was still a Sacred Heart student and I was with all Sacred Heart people. That was another reason I liked it. And like the tuition and everything was the same. You didn't have to worry about like transferring credits and different things like that. So mainly my two reasons were because of my heritage and then from it being a Sacred Heart campus.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's like the global campuses for a lot of people. Do you think that like had an effect on whether or not you were homesick at all while you were there?
I remember on my birthday I had like a mental breakdown because the Patriots just won the Super Bowl, so I kept seeing all these Instagrams of people going to the Super Bowl parade, and then it was my birthday. Like those were 2 days apart, and that week I was a little homesick. But after that, I think I just it's so hard to get homesick in Dingle, and Dingle becomes your home in a way. Now I'm like Dingle sick being back here.
What was your favorite thing about Dingle? Like, what's the thing that you miss most now that you're back?
Definitely the people. You could meet like a stranger could become your best friend, and you could like everyone there's an open book and super friendly and wants to get to know us. I miss the people there a lot.
You got really close with one of like the locals, right?
Yes, Kirda, who we actually interviewed for a different video project, her and I became close friends and we still talk. I never thought I would like meet someone from Dingle and become like such close friends, but we did, and that's cool. She actually, my last night in Dingle, she always wore this jacket at the pubs and stuff when we go out, and I always complimented her on it, and she gave it to me as like a parting gift to remember her by, and I still have it.
What was your favorite thing? Like you mentioned going out to the pubs with everyone. What do you think was your favorite thing to do while you were there?
Well, the pubs are definitely fun, but I think a lot of people don't expect there's so much more besides that. Like we went horseback riding there, we went on all these beautiful walks, and just the scenery is so pretty in Dingle. And we went rock climbing, like all these random things I feel like Ireland's not really known for. I feel like I did there, which is really cool. We with Shoe and Dingle, we got to go to Galway and London as part of our program, and just a lot of stuff I feel like I probably would have never done otherwise.
Where did you travel when you went to Dingle? Like, did you go to a lot of countries? And could you just describe like how the travel process went for you too? Like, was there a lot that went into it? And like, was it nerve wracking at all?
Sure. So I traveled. I wish one regret I do have is I wish I traveled a little more of Ireland, but we did go to Killarney, which is a beautiful other part of Kerry. Went to Dublin, Galway, Tralee, and then other countries. I went to England, Italy, France, and Spain. Dingle isn't really a commercial setting at all. Like, um, they had grocery stores and all the essentials, but if you wanted to get like a new outfit, we would go to Tralee and Penny's, which was like a 45-minute bus ride. Like Dingle is a very emphasized small town, and It's very rural. It's not commercialized at all, but I loved that. But yeah, I think the traveling out of Dingle was a little more work because the you'd have to travel to Dublin. That would be the cheapest and most available flights, and that's about 5 hours away from Dingle. So you'd have to travel to travel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did some traveling. I think other people in my program did more, but I love Dingle so much by the end, I didn't really want to leave that.
What's something that you wish you'd known before going? Like, what were some of the biggest things that really surprised you when you got there?
Um, I think one thing I always remember is like the list that Shu and Dingle gave us. I it mainly sounded like we were gonna be like hiking every day, and I remember I packed a bunch of like boots and like leggings and like joggers and stuff, and then I was like, okay, there's so much more. Like I had, I think, one going out outfit until we went out for spring break. So I definitely think I would take other students input more than like what the official school list gives you. And I also think don't like waste any time being nervous or holding back. Like you're only there for 4 months and it goes by so quickly. So I think travel any place you can, go out any night you can, all stuff like that.
How did it kind of like now that you've been back to campus, do you feel like it's really affected you? Like, what are some ways that you think going abroad has changed you, if it has?
Well, one thing I think, you being one, I met some of my closest college friends in Dingle and that I still hang out with and talk to today. And um, also, I think it's made me a more open and going abroad in general has made me a more open and confident and like daring person who tries new things and gets more involved on campus than I might have before. I would definitely go back, and if I had the opportunity, I would spend another semester there in a heartbeat. I would spend all 4 years there.
What were some of the things as a communications major, like being in the SCMA program there, that like really stood out to you?
If you're especially into filming, Dingle is amazing because I'm not a film major, but we got to go to so many cool locations and film all these great videos and stuff, and we would do it right on location. Our friend Quinn literally fell in a lake one time because she was trying to get the perfect shot of
I
something.
forgot that happened.
So you're really like right on location, and where in Fairfield there's not really much to film of Sacred Heart. Like Dingle, we filmed so many beautiful things, and I think in general with communications you can learn about how they communicate and how their media is presented in Ireland as well, which is cool, and it's a little different. And also we got to intern over there, which I think was a really unique opportunity. And um, we didn't just intern with one person either. We bounced, I'd say each month we were there, we did something a little different, and we got to film a little, we got to interview people, we got to transcribe for this woman who runs Other Voices, which is a huge music festival that takes place in Dingle. Amy Winehouse has performed there, so we got to help them in their post with transcribing, which was really cool. And yeah, I definitely think the communications program in Dingle is very strong and very unique.
Yeah, just to like add to that, like as an SCMA student too, like it was literally also one of the things was it was just me, Jackie, and one of our other friends, Quinn, who's graduated now, miss her. But it was literally just the three of us the whole semester. So we really had like focused in lessons with our professor and then interning with other people. It wasn't like you had a huge class of people. It was just the three of us who were getting like really focused attention, and like if you had any questions, they got answered right then and there. And also the lady who runs Other Voices literally just casually had an Emmy sitting on her mantle and would like
Yeah, I can never
serve us
forget
tea.
that.
So yeah, so that was interning in Dingle. Is there anything else that you want to say to wrap up? Like anything that you want to leave out, things that you like absolutely love about Dingle, or things that you didn't like about Dingle, if there is anything, or like didn't like about going abroad in general?
I think with Dingle, especially Shu and Dingle, I think Grace and Sean Paul do a really great job of making sure that everyone li- lives their experience to the fullest. And Grace literally would have an activity lined up for us like at least once a week. Like we went, as I said before, horseback riding, rock climbing. We went on all these hikes. I didn't go, but I went away one weekend. They did kayaking. Like I think Grace and Sean Paul do a really good job to make sure that you live your life to the fullest and you see every part of Dingle there is to see. And
But anyway, thank you so much, Jackie, for having a chat with me. It was great to talk to you because, Zoom University, but
yes, no, literally, I feel like anyone who knows me well, when I start talking about Dingle, it might not stop for a while. So to be asked to talk about it is even more fun. So then I don't feel like I'm annoying anyone. Because
definitely
sometimes
not.
I love it enough where sometimes I feel like that's all I talk about. But yeah, this was a lot of fun and definitely study abroad in Dingle.
Go to Dingle. Go abroad in general, but Dingle. All
Yes,
right. Bye,
Dingle is
Jackie.
possible. Bye.